Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba.
Now, today, we want to address a video that we actually did
long time ago.
Like 2 years ago, right? When Luba, it was like one of the first videos that Luba did when she came on my channel, and it was, I'll put a link up here, and when Luba first came on my channel, we were like this, weren't we? We were like, Luba, why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on? You were like, yes, of course, blah, 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 blah. It was a very like strange and unusual time for us, wasn't it? But not like now. But the one of the topics that we were talking about was what is the percentage? I can't think. I'll put a link up here. What is the percentage of ladies that would leave Ukraine for a relationship?
And to be honest, there's like many different like agencies or like people on YouTube trying to make a statistic like 100% of our ladies are willing and motivated to leave, 50% of our ladies. And so to be honest, there's like everybody's individual. Everybody has their own thoughts and their situation and family and kids and stuff, and and I think that Striker has a pretty interesting theory about that. Is according to will she want to leave Ukraine or no, and what is actually the amount of people? Can you somehow measure that? What is your theory?
Yeah, so I mean, like this for me, this whole journey through this whole dating, not just in Ukraine, but like this whole dating scene, this culture, and trying to understand, how a man can put himself in a position where he is required or he is needed from a woman's point of view, right? And this has come through a lot of time spent, right? And whenever I learn something, I share it with you guys, and then you guys can take it and you can do whatever you want with it. So back then, I really didn't understand it. When we had that first interview, but this is what I understand now. Okay, so even if a woman is incredibly patriotic, she has her parents here, she has her dog here. If you asked her right now, like let's say we did a street survey, or something like that. I know that some companies do that. I think we did something similar, maybe not, maybe we didn't post it. Would you leave Ukraine for a man? And even if a woman says, no way in hell would I leave Ukraine for some man, right? But here's the reality of it. If she sees enough value in that man, right? I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about value as a whole, and that can include like the emotional roller coaster that he can take her on. She will go anywhere with him, almost anywhere. In fact, I'm going to say anywhere. If she has enough attraction to him, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, mentally, she will go anywhere with him. And if anyone is out there saying, and we get that, you see this a lot in the comments, not just on our channel, but on all the channels, they say that most Ukrainian women would never leave Ukraine. It's like, okay, if you honestly believe that, then what you're saying is that I have not enough value to make a woman follow me. Because if a woman really, really does fall in love with a man, and she really does idolize this man, and she thinks that he's I'm so lucky that this man is interested in me because I look up to him. It's not the other way around. She's not looking down to him. I'll go anywhere with him. I don't care if it's to Turkey, I don't care if it's to UK or wherever it is. I'll go wherever he is going, because I know if I go with him, I'll be safe, I'll be able to have a family perhaps, or take my family, depending on, what the situation is. But she'll go anywhere with him, right? Because if she, I say almost anywhere, because she's not going to go to the slums of India, but then she wouldn't be interested in a man from the slums of India as soon as she knew where he was from, right? Because that's not how hypergamy works, right? She's always going to be dating up, right? So she'll go anywhere with him. So even if right now you ask a woman that you meet at wherever you come over to Ukraine, have you ever thought about going to another country if you meet a man and she says no, ignore it, right? And here's the best example of it, right? Let's just say a woman who's patriotic, she's got her parents here, her grandparents, she's got some dogs, she owns an apartment, and then some famous actor like Hugh Jackman or Will Smith, huge Hollywood star, plenty of money, high social status, tons of value, idolized by not just women but men who want to be him around the world. Do you really think that she's going to say, no, I'm going to stay here with my dogs and my apartment? No, she'll go anywhere that he says, because that's really the way that it is. You have to understand that.
And also, I can say that from the experience, I understand that if you want to be together and it's really enough feelings and it's like pure relationship, you know, when you can definitely say that you into each other, you will figure it out. We have a lot of examples, like really, we have a guy who is moved to Ukraine, and it's not really because she doesn't want to leave, just because he decided that he wants to stay and she was happy about that. So we have a couples who lives like 50% here and there, and we're having a couple who is like living now in US, but they're going to get back to Ukraine because he's going to retire, and they can spend an incredible time in Ukraine because they can, you know, rent or buy a place near the beach, and for his retirement they can live perfect.
You can retire early.
Yeah.
Great.
So like if there's a real relationship, then you can figure it out. And sometimes on our calls we have questions from the guys that are really like, you know, it's like 10 steps in advance, like, oh, when should I propose, or like where are we gonna live, like, or this or that. This will really organically come into your relationship. Like there is no really like striker usually tell this to me, and I don't like it when you say you overthink stuff. But to be honest, this is overthinking. You're saying that.
How many times have I said that today?
Don't overthink stuff and just go with that, go with the flow. Of course, if there's like any circumstance, like really, if you met a lady and she's complaining and telling that, you know, and you know for sure that you wants to leave, and she's telling about her husband that he will never, ex-husband that never will leave kids, and he's like, then think about that for a second, you know, what, like, we don't go through that like very deep when there's no way to solve that. But in general, everything is solvable, and a striker is very right. The lady who is even like super patriotic, even from Lviv, who are always like Ukraine, speaking Ukrainian, how many ladies are leaving because they fall in love with a man and they feel good and safe, you know, with a man to leave.
And I say this is not something that's unique to Ukrainian women, that they will leave if they see enough value.
It's all over there.
It's anywhere in the world. If you meet a woman and you go to Brazil, you meet a woman, but you live in LA, and she never wants to go to America, but she meets this man and she sees this lifestyle or this life that, you know, with him, not by herself, but with him, she'll go there anywhere. And so we have to look at this entire question, this question that's been asked so many times to all these agencies or bloggers online, and they try to answer it like so specifically. The answer is some of them will and some of them won't. It just depends on you as the man, if she sees enough value in you. I'm not just talking about money, okay? It's very important that I say that. Will she see enough value in you to go with you, to follow you, for you to lead her to wherever it is? You know, that's the answer to the question. Maybe not as exciting as you thought, but that's the reality of it.
Please subscribe to our channel, leave your comments if you have any other thoughts or ideas or have experience. We will be happy to hear that. And also join our Telegram group. We will be happy to see you there.
We'll see you later.